I didn't think we would get divorced over something like this, Rebecca. It really shatters my heart that all of this happened.
I know. I really thought that we would live a happily ever after without arguing with each other all the time. Especially over something like this.
I'm sorry. And I'm also sorry that I couldn't be a better parent for Jesse. I'm sorry about everything. From not being a good husband to you, as well as everything else that may have led into this happening. I'm devastated that things didn't work out the way it should have worked out.
Do you really need to open that business up? Can't you rethink about this? Is it something that you want to do so much that you're willing to abandon Jesse and I?
I'm sorry, but it's something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. I didn't know that you would be so against the idea of me opening up a business. And because you don't agree with it, there was no other way than getting a divorce to end any more friction that might have arose between us. I don't want to continue on and argue about the same thing over and over. And I don't want to hurt your feelings for no reason anymore.
I can't believe you. You would rather abandon your family to start up a business that might or might not work out in the end.
It's okay if you end up hating me for the rest of your life. I know that what I'm doing isn't the best thing to do after all. There shouldn't be an issue with me paying the child support. I'll make sure that it's more than enough for you and Jesse. I want you to forget about me from here on out and be happy with a new life. Make sure to take care of yourself and Jesse for me. All right?
All right. Since you're really going to choose this path, I don't think I'll be able to convince you anymore. I understand. You take care too. I hope you succeed in what you decided to do. And I mean that. After all, you decided to pursue this, even if it meant you would have to leave your family behind.
Thank you so much for everything you've done for me until now.
Is it the same thing for today too? It's just picking Jesse up from in front of the school, right? Oh, yes, Mom. I thought I would get off of work a little earlier today, but there's a lot of people today for some reason. I think I'll have to chip in another hour. I'm really sorry about this. I'll make sure that I make up for this sometime. But can you pick Jesse up from school for me? It's not that big of a deal, since it gives me an excuse to get out of the house more often. Anyway, how much longer are you planning on working at that restaurant? You're always talking about your back and joints hurting. Once you get home, you're pretty much just laying down for the rest of the night. I think this job is the absolute best match for me. It's so interesting and exciting. I have a lot of fun talking to the coworkers and listening to the gossip and drama that they bring to work. It's what's been really bringing a lot of joy into my life right now. Have you ever seen those videos where they talk about their crazy experiences with friends and families? During downtime at work, sometimes we'll watch those videos and discuss about it, and wow, the conversation couldn't be juicier. I really can't think of any complaints about where I work at right now. I love it. Oh, I see you're excited, huh? So are you going to keep up with working there? Or is there something else you've been wanting to do? No, I don't think that'll be the case, actually. I think I'll just work with what I'm doing now until I save up enough money. Even though it may be tiring, I feel like I've made a lot of accomplishments and learned new things in life while working over here. I'm also happy about it because I'm doing what I want to do. I know that. It's just that I want you to take care of yourself as you work. As a mom, I don't want to see my daughter ruin her body. Do you get what I mean? Of course I know, Mom. You don't need to worry about me too much. I promise you that I'm doing fine. Okay, I guess that's that. Oh, I've been meaning to ask about this, but have you been receiving your child support lately? Huh? Child support? Yeah. Have you forgotten about it? It's been a minute. What? Oh, goodness. I've been so busy with work that I must have forgotten about it. Oh my, look at you. Don't you remember? You're supposed to get child support every month from Matthew. You used to tell me every time you would get the child support from him. It's been well over 3 months since you've told me that you've gotten it. Don't tell me you haven't been checking. Wait a minute. You're right. It has been like 3 months since I've received the last paycheck for child support. I'm wondering if there's something going on. There wasn't an issue before these 3 months came up. I guess I should hit Matthew up. Thanks for reminding me, Mom. My goodness, Rebecca. You're so forgetful. Go and see what's been going on with him. Matthew, how have you been?
Oh, yeah. What's up, Rebecca?
I just wanted to know what's going on with you. I've been busy with life, so I haven't been checking. But it seems like you haven't been paying for the child support since about 3 months ago. It hasn't been an issue for the last 4 years. So I've been wondering what's going on with that. Is there something going on with you?
Oh, that? I don't think I can pay the child support for you anymore.
What do you mean you can't pay child support all of a sudden? What's happening?
The business that I opened up went bankrupt. I've landed myself on a huge pile of debt. It's been a huge struggle for me. I have to pay out $5,000 every month because of it. Anyway, now that you know what's going on, I don't think I can pay you your child support anymore from now on. Hopefully you understand what's happening to me and have some mercy.
Huh. After going through all of that and getting a divorce, you want me to be polite and understanding about your situation? It's a little funny to me, honestly.
Well, I'm sorry things are the way that is, but there's nothing that I can really do about it. My business is out the door now. I have so much debt to my name. There's no way I can pay for the child support on top of that, so don't expect to get any more money paid to you.
Oh, really? If you decide to cherry pick and do whatever you want, whether it's legal or not, I have a right to take legal action against you for it. You do know that it's illegal to evade paying for child support, right?
Wow. I really didn't think you were such a cold-blooded person, but it turns out that you are, aren't you? You can clearly see that someone is struggling in a pool of debt, but you really want to rip out the last dime from them? You're really the worst. The absolute worst, Rebecca.
Yeah, I know I'm the worst. You know why? It's because I don't play around when it comes to my child. I want you to at least have some responsibility when it comes to finances.
Fine. Go ahead and take me to court or whatever rocks your boat. You're putting on a one-man show, though. I don't even have money to pay for food and water. Maybe you should just take my kidneys out and sell that for money instead.
Yeah, cool. Don't regret what you just said to me. If you're not going to pay for the child support, I'll go and ask your mom for the money. I hope you keep that in mind and don't reply to me anymore. Thanks. Hi, Yvonne. This is Rebecca. I believe you remember me, right? Rebecca? What reason would you have to contact me? That's weird. I feel like you already know the answer to that question. Didn't your son run up to you and tell on me for what went down between us? Stop being so rude. It's been like 4 years since we've last talked to each other. I'm asking you what you need from me. It seems like your son hasn't been paying out his monthly child support for me for the past few months. I've asked him for the money, but he's been using all kinds of excuses, telling me that his business has been shut down. So he's in a lot of debt and can't pay it out from now on. I told him that I'll take legal actions against him, but it seems like he doesn't care about it at all and isn't giving me the money as he should be. If your son isn't going to pay, I'm afraid I'll have to ask for the money from you instead. If not, I guess I'll then take this to court. It is true that Matthew's business has been shut down and went bankrupt. We've been struggling a lot to pay off all of the debt that has come along with it. However, I'm sorry to inform you about this, but I think you've come to the wrong person for this. I really would like to give you your money for child support, but I don't have any money either. It's not like I work. I'm already old. I have no source of income. Oh, is that so? Both you and your son are pretty spineless when it comes to this. Matthew's never once asked about how Jesse's been. Now he's trying to take away the money from me that I deserve. I guess when God was making you two, he forgot to add in some responsibility when it happened. That's why you all ended up this way.
Stop saying stupid stuff. Both my son and I have no money to give you, so take that and do what you will. Rebecca, I haven't had the chance to talk to you at home. What's been going on with the child support issue?
Do you know what Matthew told me?
What did he say? Did he curse you out for asking for the money?
That might have been a little better. But no. He told me that he went out of business and now he's gotten himself in a lot of debt. He said that it's taking him $5,000 a month to even start paying off a portion of it, which means he doesn't have any money to give me for the child support.
What? He is not being serious, right? There's no reason for us to take that as an excuse. It's illegal to not pay child support.
That's why I told him that I'll take legal action if he doesn't pay up. But instead, he had the nerve to tell me that I'm cold-blooded, saying something like, "Do you really want to take money away from someone that's struggling with debt?" or whatever.
Wow. Of course he's going to be immature about it. What can you do about this, Rebecca? What's going to happen to you?
I already filed a case on him, but he's still refusing to pay out the child support. He basically doesn't want to cooperate at all, which means he doesn't want to pay the child support either. Well, the first thing I think I should do is check if his company actually fell apart, rather than begging and nagging for the money that's obviously not going to be paid out. I need to find out if he's actually gone bankrupt, or if he's just trying to avoid paying the money he owes me by telling me some cheap lies.
Okay, that sounds like a good thing to do. If he's lying, he needs to get his consequences for breaking the law.
If it's actually a lie, it wouldn't be too fun to just take away everything at once, now would it? I'm going to make him lose everything little by little. Anyway, I'll make sure to take care of it, Mom. Mom, I found something incredibly interesting. Look!
What is it, Rebecca?
Do you see this, Mom?
Huh? Wait, isn't that a picture of Matthew?
Yep. The business that he claimed was torn apart is actually doing extremely well. But the funny thing about this is that although the CEO of the company is Matthew, the registration isn't under his name. It's under someone else's when he's the one that runs the company. It seems like he goes out on the business travels to overseas, too. Also, he has a new wife that he got married to.
What? Matthew has a new wife?
Yeah. Apparently, the employees call her Madam. He also hasn't been showing up to the company that much because his wife is pregnant right now. He wants to take care of her.
Wow. This is unbelievable. He really wants to go the extra mile now, doesn't he?
Now that I found out how things have been running over there, it wouldn't be like me if I didn't take any action against it, now would it?
Companies that big usually have legal teams within its building, too. If you take legal actions against him, I'm sure he'll try to use his company's legal team for that. It'll be exceptionally difficult to win a case against a whole company as a one-person team. How are you going to do this?
Mom, you know I'm not that stupid. Of course I know that I would lose if I were to file the action against the company. Remember what I said a few days ago? I said that I'll slowly peel him off from his wealth, little by little, and make him lose everything.
Yeah, I do remember that. But how are you going to do it?
Don't worry about it and just watch what goes down. Make sure to bring some popcorn.
All right. I'm going to try not to worry about it too much. But don't get yourself into something dangerous, Rebecca.
Okay. Don't worry about it, Mom. Trust me. I'll see the end to this one. Hello. Sorry for the bother, but is this Alicia's phone? I'm looking for Matthew's wife. Who?
Who what?
Who is this? Well, since you want to know, I'll start off with my introduction. I'm Matthew's ex-wife. I'm pretty sure you've heard a lot about me, haven't you? Oh, hello. How are you? Was it Rebecca? How did you get my phone number? You know, it's a piece of cake to get someone's phone number these days. It wasn't that hard to figure out. Nothing crazy. I just wanted to congratulate you. What do you mean, congratulate me? I heard that you're pregnant. Apparently this is your second one with Matthew, right? Congratulations. Ah, thank you, Rebecca. I got a question for you. When did you first start seeing Matthew? I believe it was around April of 2018. Did that idiot not tell you back then that he was married to someone else back then? Yes, he told me that he was married but got divorced. That's why I was seeing him without any other thoughts. When that whole shenanigan went down, he was going back and forth with me about that whole business ordeal that he's got himself into. We didn't get our divorce finalized until June of 2018. This means that Matthew was already seeing and cheating on me with you. Oh, I didn't know about that part at all. I just believe what Matthew was telling me, that he was already divorced. He cheated on me and had a kid. Now that kid's 4 years old. Now you're pregnant with another one, which is the second one. I guess you two were having a lot of fun, huh? So, what is it that you want to say to me? What do you want? That little rat lied to me and told me that the company has been beaten to a pulp. All because he doesn't want to pay me the child support he needs to pay for. He's a womanizer and is dirty when it comes to money. You probably knew that he's like that in the first place. So it's safe for me to guess that you're the same type of person too, right? Well, it makes sense. Nobody with a normal mindset would get with a man that was cheating on his wife before the divorce even got finalized. No, it's not necessarily like what you said. What's wrong? Am I hurting your feelings because I said that you're the same exact person that Matthew is? It's like I hit the weak spot, isn't it? What do you want from me? Just tell me. I'm pretty sure that that husband of yours has been seeing other women this whole time he's been with you. Trust me, there's probably a lot of stuff that he's been doing behind your back. I'm taking care of a child on my own right now. But it isn't such a taboo thing these days to be a single mom. Honestly speaking, you really do disgust me. But it seems like you didn't know anything about it, so I guess you're innocent. I won't file anything against you legally. So be wise with your decisions when you still have the chance to choose for yourself. That's all I wanted to say to you. You're still young, so I'm hoping that you'll choose the right thing in the end. Wow, this is such a nice picture of that building of yours, isn't it? Sure does look bougie.
Rebecca, what the hell do you think you're doing right now? What did you do to my company?
Your company? I thought you said your business has been knocked out of the game. What I found out is that it turns out you've lied to me.
Oh, you one crazy little witch. Stop this mockery right now.
I was waiting for you to come forth and tell me the truth with your own mouth. This is it right here. You know, people tend to gloss over their wrongful actions when they're so full of life and entangled with money. You don't realize what you've done until you lose everything that you have in your possession. Like what's happening to you right now, Matthew.
Rebecca, did you finally go insane? What are you doing this for?
Hey, Granny. Isn't it the same thing for you? You're about to lose everything because you raised your child wrong.
Who are you talking to right now? There's nothing wrong with Matthew. He did a good job at finding a wife that's much nicer than you. And now I have 2 precious grandchildren. I think Matthew's living a much better life than yours, Rebecca.
Oh, really? Do you really think that way? But how sad, since I can already tell what's going to happen later on. I've been told that this cute little daughter-in-law of yours has decided on going overseas today.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean she's going overseas?
Here, even though you're leaving for the better, You should probably say your goodbye for the last time, right?
Alicia, what do you mean you're leaving to a different country?
I'm sorry, Matthew. I had no idea that you were the kind of person that you are. But after hearing about everything that went down between you and Rebecca, I couldn't stop myself from thinking that I could be the next one to end up just like her. I already know that you've been cheating on me and seeing other women this whole time. It's whatever anyway. We didn't even actually get our marriage registered in the first place, so it's not like I'm legally bound to you. I guess this is for the better. I'll take care of the kids. So, please, don't come looking for me or contact me ever again. And another thing before I leave, I hope you learn not to live a life like that anymore. Be confident in yourself. Goodbye.
I've also heard about how notorious you are with selling crappy products that are actually a scam. Now that people are putting up a riot about it, sounds like you're going to be blacklisted by the company from now on. Now, what else is left that you'd like to lose, Matthew? Did you really do all of this because I didn't pay for the child support? Are you an actual human being? Is that all you've got to say in this situation? Think about what you've done to Rebecca until now. Fine. You want that child support? I'll give it to you. I will.
Oh, no. That's fine. I've already been told that there's a warrant out for you now.
What? What do you mean, a warrant?
You want me to elaborate a little better for you? It means that you'll gladly be arrested, you brainless turd.
What?
Your life left you with the children that you love. And you also lost your job as a CEO of the company. Now it seems like you're not too far from getting arrested here in a little bit. What are you going to do now? Just like that one time you told me. Are you going to tell me to take your kidney or whatever and sell it for money? Go ahead and do me a favor. That's why you don't say things that you can't keep up with. Once again, you are awful about being responsible. You decided to tell me a cheap lie in order to not pay child support. And it made the whole scenario so much bigger than it should have been. I hope you'll learn a lesson from this and gain a little knowledge of who you are. After everything went down, the court was on my side of the case and I was able to get all of the delayed child support payment. I was also able to sue him for the mental and financial damage that I've had to go through from everything that had happened. The woman that he had his kids with left him with their firstborn to a different country, as well as their second child who wasn't even born yet. This time, his company actually did bite the dust. He had to move to a one-bedroom apartment with his mom from the four-bedroom house that he was previously living in, because he lost a lot of the money that he had in the process of going through the court. Oh, what about me, you ask? I left the restaurant that I used to love working at and started working at a company as a fine employee, already making it to a manager position. Although I am a single mom, I am striving to be a proud daughter of my parents, a proud mom, and as both a subordinate and a senior for my coworkers at my new job. I'm living my second life now. I hope with my heart that you all would live a happy and successful life like I am now. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Hey, Amy. Can I ask you something? Is it really true that you're not a housewife?
Hey there, Natalie. Yeah, it's true. I work at the office inside the building, which is located right next to the station.
Does that mean you're a part-time worker, then?
Yeah, I don't really have the time to be working a full-time position.
Isn't it very difficult to work when you have children? Your children are still very young, right?
I don't have that much free time, but I wouldn't say it's difficult. I've been working at the same company for a while, and they've been very understanding of my situation. I have a pretty flexible shift, and they let me take days off when I really need it.
I kind of pity you. You have to live in a tiny apartment while raising your children and working at the same time. Life must be pretty difficult when you're poor like you are.
Wait, What did you just say to me?
I said that I feel sorry for people like you. Your husband's salary is pretty low, right? Life must be so difficult for you.
You're not seriously saying that to me, are you? This must be a joke or something. If you're not joking, what you're saying is very rude. I don't think it's something that's acceptable to say out of nowhere.
I'm not joking about this at all. There's no reason for me to joke about something like this. I'm just telling you how I really feel. I really do pity the lifestyle you're having to live. I bet that you regret marrying your husband. You should have found someone that earns more money.
I don't think like that at all. You really don't need to feel sorry for me like this. My family might not be wealthy, but we get by just fine. We're happy with our current lifestyle.
There's no need for you to be acting so strong. It's kind of sad to see you lying about how you really feel. You're poor and a liar. It makes you look so pathetic.
Are you listening to anything that I'm saying? I think that what you're saying to me is very rude. I really don't like being called poor and pathetic.
I can understand why you're starting to get a little angry. It's because everything I'm saying is the truth, right? The truth can be very painful at times.
I don't think you're understanding anything at all. Please, would you listen to what I'm saying to you?
Can I ask you something else? Does your husband even work right now? He's not unemployed, is he?
Why are you asking me that? He's working a regular job right now.
I'm not sure if I believe that. I saw him the other day when I was going on a walk around the neighborhood. It was pretty late in the morning. He should have been working by then. Why was he still at home at that kind of time? It was a weekday.
That's probably because he's been working from home lately. He doesn't have to go to the office every single day anymore. He still goes from time to time, though. That's also one of the reasons I can keep on working. My husband can look after the kids when he works from home. I'm actually really grateful that he can work from home these days.
I don't really believe any of that. I bet you that he's actually unemployed right now.
Wait, what? Were you not listening to anything that I just said to you?
You're just lying about him working from home. I can't believe that you have to lie like this. I know working from home is the recent trend. However, I doubt that your husband can do that.
Why do you think that?
I'm really amazed that your child managed to get into the same kindergarten as my child.
That has nothing to do with this conversation. Why are you bringing up our children in kindergarten?
I actually think it's very relevant to what we're talking about. I'm very rich and you're very poor. I kind of feel sorry for your child as well.
Would you please stop looking down on me and my family like that?
Please tell me if there's anything that I can do for you guys. You can ask me for anything.
Do you not listen to other people at all? It feels like I'm talking to a brick wall right now.
I can donate my child's old clothes to your family if you'd really like.
There's no need to do that. My family is doing perfectly fine, okay? We don't need your help.
I know it's a difficult thing for you to admit, but you don't need to worry. I actually have a lot of interest in donating to the poor and doing volunteer work. I want to help people out that are in poverty. I want to help people like you. I think that's what my life goal is.
Well, good for you. You can keep on working towards that goal, but don't get me involved. Me and my family are doing perfectly fine. We don't need your help. I think that your goal and dreams in life are very wonderful. Please do go ahead and help out people that are really in trouble.
I just thought of something else that I want to ask you about. What is it like living in a rusty old apartment room? I feel really sorry for you guys. You guys can't even afford a regular house at that age. Just how long are you planning on renting a property?
I don't think that you should be saying that out loud. Most of the families that come to our kindergarten are going to start hating you.
I had no idea that life is so difficult when your husband doesn't earn much. I'm really glad that my husband is rich and I don't have to worry about money. I guess I found a good man to get married to.
Could you stop with all these insults? My husband is a great man, and I'm really happy that I got married to him. Please, would you stop looking down on him and insulting him?
You're getting so angry now. How scary. This is why I hate poor people like you. You lose your temper so easily.
I've had enough of this. I'm not going to let you keep on insulting me and my family like this.
Even your skin is starting to get wrinkles already. It must be because you're poor and stressed out all the time. I feel so sorry for your situation.
Could you please stop saying that you feel sorry for my situation? I'm perfectly fine with my current life. In fact, I think I am very happy. Everything that you say to me is putting me in a bad mood. I'm really busy, so I'm going to get going soon. I think that talking to you is just a huge waste of time.
I can understand why you're so busy all the time. It's because you're so poor.
That's it. I'm going to get going now. Goodbye.
Hello, Amy. Your outfit today looked very worn out. It's a sign of how poor you are.
Not this again. Do you not have anything better to do? This is just a huge waste of time for both of us.
Actually, I was planning to help you out. I'm going to go to a beauty salon tomorrow. I was wondering if you'd like to come with me.
I'm sorry, but I won't be going with you.
Oh yeah, of course you're not going to be coming. I completely forgot that you and your family had no money at all. It must suck to be poor. You're not even able to spend any money on your own appearance.
I'm already tired of all your insults. They mean nothing to me now that you've repeated them so many times. What's your purpose? Why do you keep on sending me these text messages? We're not even that close.
Please do let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you out. I love helping out poor people like you.
You have no intention of helping me out at all. You're doing this so that you can look down on me and feel good about yourself. I think that what you're doing is pathetic.
I had no idea that being poor can distort the way you think. I think that you're misunderstanding my intentions completely. I just want to help you out. If you want, I can sell you some of my high-brand bags and clothes for half the original price. It might still be a little too expensive for you, though.
I don't need anything like that. I don't buy any of the high-brand stuff because I have no need for it. It's not just because I can't afford it. I've never really been that interested in fashion before.
So that's why you're always wearing worn and cheap-looking clothing. I definitely wouldn't wear any of your clothes.
Why do you care so much about what I wear? We all have different values and things that we find important. It seems like we value completely different things. Please, would you stop texting me if you have nothing important to say to me?
So you finally started to realize that I am in a much higher societal rank compared to you? Normally, a poor person like you would never even be able to talk to a rich person like me. We live in completely different worlds. You should be grateful that you even get to talk to me. My house, clothing, and appearance is completely different to you. The reason why I'm still willing to talk to you is because I'm so kind.
I have no idea how your brain works. I really don't think we are ever going to get along. We think in completely different ways.
So you're finally admitting that we're completely different. That's because I'm so much more superior than you.
Are you not able to listen to what I'm saying?
If you want, I can come to see you. I'm guessing that you're wanting to spend some time with me right now. I don't mind going all the way to your rusty old apartment. It'll be a good life experience for me to experience a family living in poverty.
There's definitely no need for you to come over. I already have things I've got to do today. I don't have the time to be seeing you at all.
Oh, I see. I take it that you have to go and work your part-time job. It must suck to have a poor husband. You have to go to work to even make a living. I feel so sorry for you. That's it. I've had enough of you looking down on me. My husband is the owner of your house that you live in.
Wait, what did you just say?
I can't stand this any longer, so I'm just going to tell you. My husband is the landlord for most of the houses in this neighborhood.
I don't understand what you're saying. Your husband is a landlord?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. He owns a couple of real estate agents in the area. Most of his employees can work remotely, so that's why he's working remotely from home as well. We do currently live in an apartment, but it's not rusty and old like you say. It's also one of the properties that my husband owns.
Wait, what are you talking about? You're joking about this, right?
You probably thought that we live in a single room of the apartment. That's just an assumption that you made. We actually own the entire floor and have many rooms that we use. I really have no idea why you even assumed that we were poor in the first place. It's just a misunderstanding. We're not poor at all. Would you please stop being rude and making fun of me now?
I really don't believe what you're saying. Could you explain what's going on? I find it hard to believe that your husband is a landlord and that he owns multiple real estate agencies.
I don't care if you believe me or not. Everything that I said to you is true. There's no reason for me to lie about this. You always boast about how you live in a huge house that your husband owns. I always knew that you were lying. That house that you live in isn't yours or your husband's property. It's a rental property.
Wait, how do you know about that? I never told anyone about it.
You really don't listen, do you? I told you that the house you guys live in is owned by my husband. It's one of his properties. I knew from the very start that you were lying. I didn't bother saying anything because I thought it was none of my business. That's why I never mentioned anything about it, even at kindergarten.
So you knew about this secret the entire time?
I just told you why I know about it. Please try listening to what I'm saying for once.
What are you going to do with this information? I can't let anyone know about this.
Why are you panicking all of a sudden? I'm not going to do anything with this information. I really don't care if you live in a rental property or not. It doesn't affect me at all. I also know the truth about your husband, too. You always boast about how much money he earns, but I know he doesn't earn that much. My husband knows a lot of information about his tenants. He even knows that your husband doesn't work for Microsoft at all. That's all just a lie that you've been telling.
Wait, so you know about that too?
I know about it, but I'm not going to do anything with that information. I really have no interest in how rich other people are. I guess I'm different to you in that way. All you seem to care about is how wealthy you are compared to other people.
So you're telling me that you and your family are actually really rich? Then why do you look like a poor slave all the time?
You really are very rude, aren't you? I've never been called that in my entire life. It's just because I don't have that much interest in fancy clothes. I like to keep it simple. I also prefer spending money on nice food and experiences.
I also don't understand why you're working a part-time job. Your husband must earn enough money by himself.
That's because I've been working at the same company for a long time now. I've been here long before I got married, and the job is very satisfying. I really enjoy the work that I get to do here. I told you that everyone has different values. You should stop judging other people just because they have different values compared to you.
I was completely fooled by you. Okay, fine.
I don't mind being best friends with you from now on. What did you just say?
I said that I'll be best friends with you. You're rich, right? I like having rich friends around me. I was only looking down on you because I thought that you were really poor. From now on, I'll treat you as an equal. I hope that we get along well.
Stop getting so ahead of yourself. Did you really think that I would want to be best friends with you?
Wait, what did you just say? Of course you want to be friends with me, right?
We're just mom friends. In fact, I'm not even sure I should call it that. We're just acquaintances because our children go to the same kindergarten. I think that you're just a wannabe show-off that boasts about her fake wealth. I'm not sure I want to be friends with someone like that. You haven't left a very good impression about yourself.
How could you say that to me? That's so rude.
That's rich coming from you. I think that you were much more rude to me. You constantly said that you felt sorry for me because me and my family were poor. You kept on making fun of me and insulting me over an assumption. I'm kind of surprised that you can even afford all that high-brand clothing and items. Your husband earns an average salary and you don't even work.
What are you trying to say?
I was just wondering if you're really okay spending that much money. The house that you guys are renting from my husband isn't cheap either. Are you sure that you should be spending so much money on clothing and beauty salons? Does your husband know about all of your spendings?
It's fine. I've been paying for everything with my credit card. I don't think that my husband knows anything about it yet.
Well, he's going to find out about it eventually. You don't earn any money yourself, right? How are you planning to pay off your credit cards? You're going to have to ask your husband to pay the cards off. So that means you've been spending so much money on high brands and beauty salons behind his back.
Hold on a minute. You're not planning to tell my husband about any of this, are you?
You don't need to worry. I don't plan on telling him anything. I would advise that you cut down on your spendings, though. You guys won't be able to afford rent if you keep on spending at this rate.
Shut your mouth! I don't need to be given advice from you. We're doing completely fine financially. It's also none of your business. I want to ask you to keep this all a secret from our other mom friends, though. I would be so embarrassed if everyone finds out that I live in a rental property.
Actually, I think most people know about that already.
Wait, what? How could that be possible?
My husband was renting that house out to another family before you moved here. Most people knew about that. So they also know that the house you're living in is my husband's property, which he's renting out. I think everyone who's lived in this neighborhood for a while knows that you're lying.
Is that really true? Everyone knows that I live in a rental property?
Unfortunately, I think that might be the case.
Oh my god! I'm so embarrassed. I had no idea about this. If everyone knew about this, why did nobody say anything to me?
That's probably because none of us ever listen to what you say that seriously. We all know that you're just boasting and telling lies.
Wait, what?
We all know that you're a liar and that you're not that rich. That's probably why no one ever listened to you very seriously.
Is that really what everyone thinks of me?
You were just buying the high-brand items to show off, right? In reality, you're in a huge amount of credit card debt and your husband is going to be very angry when he finds out about it. That's the kind of rumors that have been going around about you.
Why does everyone know about that too?
It was just rumors. I guess the rumors were pretty much the truth, though. Most people know that you're not really that rich. If I were you, I would stop boasting about the money that you don't actually have. There's really no point trying to preserve your reputation. We all know you're a liar.
Amy! You need to listen to me. We're friends, right? I need you to convince our other mom friends that I'm actually really rich. Please go and tell them right now.
Why should I do that? We're not even friends. There's no merit in me doing that for you at all.
So you're just going to abandon me? What's going to happen to my reputation?
I don't really know, and I don't really care. I also have no intention of keeping in touch with you anymore. I think I'm just going to delete your contact details. You can talk to me at kindergarten if you have something really important to talk to me about. Let's hope that your husband doesn't find out about all your credit card debt. Good luck paying it off by yourself somehow. Natalie always looked down on Amy, as she assumed that Amy and her family were very poor. However, Natalie found out that the house that she lived in was actually owned by Amy's husband. Natalie realized that she had made a huge mistake and stopped making fun of Amy. Amy's husband was actually a landlord and the owner of multiple real estate agencies. On the other hand, Natalie and her husband were actually not that rich. Natalie just made it seem that way by buying many high-brand items with her credit card. She was in a huge amount of credit card debt when her husband finally found out about it. They got into a really huge argument about it.
After a little while, they ended up getting a divorce. Natalie was kicked out of the house, and she has disappeared ever since. Nobody has any information about where she is or what she is doing right now. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button. Don't you think your salary is too high?
Excuse me? Amelia, with all due respect, why are you bringing up my salary?
I just realized this the other day. You didn't go to a very good college.
Yeah, it may be true that I didn't go to a famous college, but I still went anyway. Why? Is there something wrong with that?
So, you went to a bad college and received a low level of education. I think you are giving yourself too much credit. And here you are with a managing position at this company.
My education was just fine. It also doesn't even matter. That was a long time ago for me. I've already been working as this company's IT manager for 10 years now.
But you only went to college for 3 years. It's strange that we are paying you such a high salary considering all of this.
It's true that I didn't go to a famous college and dropped out after 3 years. However, I did go back and graduate before joining this company. I also feel like I have already proven my abilities in the past 10 years I've been working here. I do not quite understand where this is all coming from. To be honest, I don't appreciate the way you are speaking to me after all the time and hard work I've put in to help the company.
Well, I think we have been treating you a little too well. Your experience is no more than 10 minutes of pathetic office work.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. I spent a lot of time working my way up to this position. 7 years to be exact. And I think I have shown the company that I am completely capable of my position as the IT department's manager in the 3 years I've been doing it. As I mentioned before, I've been here for 10 years and have done well with my work. I was appointed to this role by Charlie himself. I also believe my current salary is decent, considering I'm in charge of more complex work.
You are speaking too highly of yourself for what you really are. Do you actually think what you do is that amazing? Conceited much?
What? I was only trying to explain myself since you were questioning me.
I think you have developed a superiority complex due to your position at this company. However, I have a solution to this problem. Since your educational history and upbringing show me that you are not worthy of this job, I would like to have my son Elijah take over. How does that sound? He has a much better education than you.
Elijah? I'm not sure if he could handle my job. He just graduated from college, didn't he? My job requires a lot of experience, and I don't think he is ready for a job like mine.
Excuse me? I know my son is much more capable of working your job than you are. How dare you speak that way to me? Do you even know who you are speaking to? I'm the wife of the president.
Yes, I know who you are. I was only trying to explain things to you realistically regarding my experience and knowledge of the kind of work I do. I know your son has a great education and just started working here 3 months ago. His position is average office work and dealing with clients. I, on the other hand, work with and create complicated code and program all sorts of things. These fields of work are very different. That's all I'm saying. It would be difficult for him to work with.
It would be so much better if you didn't work here.
What?
It seems you are not thinking clearly about what Elijah is actually capable of. Plus, he is young and new here. He deserves a high position. You are only hogging this position and getting in his way. I think it's time you leave and give someone else a chance.
Give someone else a chance? That's not how things work.
It doesn't matter if that's not how things work. I'm in charge here. Oh, I just thought of the most perfect idea. Please look forward to it.
After this conversation, I'm not looking forward to anything you have planned for me. You're just making me feel uncomfortable. What is the meaning of this? Things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. Thank you for all your hard work, but I'll take it from here. Huh? Elijah? What's going on? You haven't heard the news yet? I guess I've said too much. I think it's best that you don't hear it from me. Or should I tell you? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. What do you mean? Why are you acting like this? If you have something to say, please just say it. But I also think it would be kind of weird if I were the one to tell you. Anyway, don't you think I should be the one in charge around here? Your level of education is far below mine, so I just think it would be common sense. Sorry, but I would have to disagree with you. I have 10 more years of experience than you working at this company. You have only just started working here and are fresh out of college. But I'm the president's son. Yes, I understand that. There are still rules you must follow in the workplace. Just because you are the president's son, that doesn't give you direct authority to any job position you want. You need proper experience and the right qualifications, same as anyone else. You have to work your way up and prove your capabilities to take on a position like mine. After all, your current line of work is completely different from mine at this company. It would be very difficult for you if you were to suddenly take over my position. Jeez, you're so annoying. I don't care about the rules, working my way up, or having experience. If I want something, I'll get it. You keep telling me I need to do this or do that, but I don't care. I can do whatever I want. I'm just saying that you won't be able to understand my work with your current level of experience. Also, considering the way you are speaking to me, you also don't know how to manage situations in a proper manner. You have been very rude and transparent. I would be happy to help you and teach you my work, and in a few years, you could be qualified for my position if you want it that bad. No, I shouldn't have to be taught by someone like you. I don't have the patience for that. It doesn't matter anyway. Things will be over for you soon. What do you mean by that? You keep saying strange things. You will understand everything tomorrow. You heard nothing from me. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work. The company appreciates it. I'm really not sure of the meaning behind this conversation, but I can wait until tomorrow to find out. I'm too busy to keep texting right now. Goodbye for now. Amelia, what's with the notice you left me?
What notice?
Please don't play dumb with me. What do you mean I'm fired? Is Charlie aware of this?
Aren't I his wife? It doesn't matter if he fires you or if I do. It's the same thing.
Charlie is currently on a business trip, and do you think it's okay to handle major company decisions on your own? He was the one who put me in charge of this position. I think you should have spoken to him first.
Ugh, you are such a pain to deal with. Just who do you think you are? It doesn't matter what you say. I'm the one who has the authority to make decisions. If you understand what's happening, then take your belongings and leave. Don't ever come back starting tomorrow.
I understand that you want me fired. You love your son and want what's best for him. However, you keep spoiling him and giving him stuff he does not deserve, and it is really starting to show in his personality.
You do not speak about my son that way. I fired you, so end of story.
Are you sure you want to do this? He will not be able to do my job, and it will cause major issues for the company. He only has 3 months of average office work experience.
So what? I've decided that he is more than capable of handling your position. Please act like an adult and accept the situation at hand.
Are you being serious? My job really isn't easy.
Just hurry up and leave. I'm done wasting company money on you.
What?
You're not qualified for this job. Elijah has a better educational background. It doesn't matter to me how long you have been working here. In conclusion, you're basically uneducated and have such an immature way of dealing with things. Elijah will take it from here.
I think I have been very mature with you after the way both you and your son have spoken to me. And do you really think I'm just a waste of company money? You have no idea how hard my job is and all the time I've spent helping the company.
I don't care. Tomorrow, Elijah will be the new manager and programmer of the IT department. We no longer need you here. You've overstayed your welcome by 10 long years. You are fired.
I get it already. I'll go.
Good. Disappear, will you?
Already done. Before I go, I just want to let you know that I am in the middle of a big project. If this project fails, the company will be hit with a devastating blow financially. Do you really want me to stop right now and leave? Last chance. Elijah won't be able to handle this project. He will be responsible for the company's failure if I leave now. Is that really something you want?
I don't care. He can handle it. Leave and never show your face here again. You're useless and a waste of money. Get out. Now!
Understood. Don't forget what I said. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Hey, Jack. Do you think you can come to work today?
What?
You see, these past few days have been a bit difficult. My husband is also coming back from his trip early. I think he'll be pretty upset if he sees that you are not here. We have also been very busy and need some extra help. So, could you please come back starting tomorrow?
But you fired me. Now you want me to come back? You really just like to boss people around, don't you?
Please don't be rude. I am Charlie's wife, remember?
Yeah, sure. So, Charlie is coming back early. I thought he was supposed to be gone a lot longer than that. Why is he coming back so soon?
It's because a lot has already happened in the time that you've been gone. It's too much to explain. Just please come back. We can talk more about everything tomorrow.
No, I will not go back.
But why not?
You and your son were so rude to me, and then you fired me.
But I have given you permission to come back. You aren't fired anymore. It doesn't matter. Just come in tomorrow morning. We can talk then.
I have no intention of ever going back.
What? Why?
It was your fault for firing me in the first place. Now that Charlie is coming back early and things are starting to fall apart, you are getting worried. You only want me to come back so that I can take responsibility and try to fix everything.
Yes, that's right. That's why I need you to come back. I'm not going to hide the reason why I need you back at work. So listen to your boss and come back first thing tomorrow morning.
No, you are not my boss.
What?
It is actually impossible for me to come back even if I wanted to. I'm abroad on vacation right now.
You're on vacation?
Up until now, I'd been panicking about no longer having a job. Since I've been working for so long, I forgot what it's like to take a break. I decided to take all my saved money and treat myself to a well-deserved vacation. Thanks to you, I've learned how to relax again. Just thinking about going back into that office makes me cringe. Thank you for making me realize my self-worth and how much I've been overworking myself.
What in the world are you saying?
I'm saying that I deserve better. I want to explore new job opportunities. I think I might go for a remote job in computer engineering. I won't ever have to go into an office and worry about people like you. Thanks for helping me realize that I can change my life for the better.
Please tell me that you are just joking. You have to be messing with me. You don't want to come back? You have such a great and high position.
No, I'm not going back. What about Elijah? I thought he took over my position.
Why are you bringing him up? Elijah is a genius and is doing just fine.
Yeah, sure he is. Then you shouldn't have any reason to ask me to come back. There's no longer anything I can do to help the company if he is doing such a good job.
Just come back. My husband won't be happy to see that you're gone. Elijah may be smart, but he still makes mistakes every once in a while.
Just as I suspected. I told you he only knows how to handle clients and general office work. I'm sure the last project failed because of him, and you need me to come back and help the company before Charlie finds out, right?
How did you know about that?
Actually, I didn't. It's just common sense because I know my job better than anyone else at the company. I also know what your son is capable of. It is not hard to predict this outcome.
What is wrong with you?
I just knew that Elijah couldn't handle something like this. I'm not saying he's dumb. I'm only saying that his capabilities lie elsewhere. This is what happens when you try to intervene in something you have no knowledge about. Elijah should stick to his general office work and become the manager of his own department. He has a degree in social sciences, so handling clients is his area of expertise.
So what? He is still amazing. What's the problem with that?
I'm not saying it is a problem or that it isn't an amazing accomplishment. It just proves that he can't do my job. You can't be a programmer only having an education in social sciences. You need a computer engineering degree. But it doesn't matter now because what's done is already done. It's not like you were listening to my reasoning anyway. Also, your son needs to work on his manners. He shouldn't talk to clients the way he spoke to me. Right now, your focus should be finding someone suitable for my position because I'm not coming back.
I am listening to you.
Well, you didn't listen well enough, because look at the position you are currently in. The problems the company is facing right now are because of your actions. You didn't have any real authority or knowledge to make changes around the company. Now you have no one to manage the IT department. This is your fault, so you have to act like an adult and suffer the consequences of your own actions.
Don't talk to me like that. Come back. I'm sure we can work out some kind of deal. I'll give you a couple of days to think it all over. Will you please do that? I can come up with an excuse to tell my husband to give you some extra time.
I already told you, no.
Is it really impossible to convince you to come back?
Yes. I don't want to deal with the mess you have made in the company. I also want to look for better remote jobs. I'm also enjoying my vacation, which is something I had no time for while working for your company.
Then I can change your job to be remote. Can you just please save the company? I'll do anything.
No, that wouldn't work. My job is too complex to be remote. I have to speak to my team members constantly and visit different departments in the company to resolve issues. Setting it up to be remote would be a pain. There is absolutely nothing you can do to convince me.
I will seriously do anything. I'm so desperate that I'll even pay you to come back.
There is nothing you can do. I'm never going back. I don't want to work under people who have never respected me as an employee. It's getting tiring talking to you. I'm trying to enjoy my vacation. Please don't ever contact me again. I will be blocking you now. Oh, and tell Elijah good luck. He's going to need it. One of my old team members told me that Charlie came back from his business trip not long after that. It didn't take him long to notice that I was no longer working there. Once Amelia explained everything to him, he went into an extreme rage. After that, he made sure that neither Amelia nor Elijah had anything to do with the company any longer. Elijah was forced to find another job, and Amelia no longer could be in contact with the company or its employees. Regret started to set in for Amelia almost instantly, I'm sure. The company continued to lose money and was in a tight position financially without an IT manager. This caused more issues between Amelia and her husband, and their relationship resulted in a divorce. On the other hand, I'm pretty happy I was fired from the company. Not only was I able to enjoy a wonderful vacation, but now I'm working a remote engineering job that I'm passionate about and making much more money than I used to.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.